Man, we are on it. We are on it. We are back. We are on it. How y'all doing?
I can't get the top off of this cup.
Who watching TV in the background?
You know who
In
that
my
is.
background,
Yes, that's your background. I already knew who it was, but I was gonna try to see if somebody can't.
it's my living room. Hold on.
Black people never get up. Black people never go. Black people never get up. Black people be in
This cup.
Yes, I'm just blessed and highly favored. How y'all doing today? Like, no, we just saw you yell at everybody in the damn house. No.
That'll be all right.
All right, so we have a show tonight. I'm telling you, we have a show tonight. I was late to the pre-show because I was asked almost 45 minutes before pre-show what our topics was. I gave the topics and the debate went on and on and on.
Yeah, real niggas waiting.
Yeah, I said, you know what? I gotta go. Y'all tune into the show and we'll go
10
from
minutes
there.
waiting.
Hey,
Yeah.
that just means we got good topics. That just means we got good topics.
I
Like,
went laid back down. I was tired.
This is the first week Vanilla got some good topics. Give her credit.
Excuse me.
I won't lie. Vanilla did jump into the Vibe Society chat like, hey, I came in loaded. She came, boom, 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 boom.
This week was the week. This week was the week.
Now, I'm excited because I think we on to something. I think we on to something. You know, I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Mayhem, how was your week?
Stretch.
Nah, I had to keep my mind right. I was about to do something, but I was like, go ahead.
It was a solid week.
We're not gonna do no recap we're gonna say that to after the intro. The recap. We're gonna say that
Overall, man, it was solid Thursday. Week has been going by a little quick. You know, you always love that. Getting in the gym. It's nothing crazy, nothing too wild. But yeah.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Vanilla?
Oh, actually, I take it back. I take it back. I actually got a story for today, right? So like a month ago, I got pulled over, and so they went searching through the car, doing all that crazy shit, right? Fast forward, I had a court hearing for like some citation to come to court, whatever. I thought it was the 17th, right? This whole time, like a whole month, I thought it was the 17th. It turned out it was the 7th. So I missed the court date, right? So you can like check all this shit. So they issued me one. So
you guys got pulled over. Boop,
boop. No. Thank God. So I call county clerk. I'm on the phone. Boom, talking to you can tell, and it's funny because I was talking about this the other day. But you can kind of tell as I'm going against my better judgment. You can tell when somebody is black, white, whatever.
Yeah.
And I really realized this because I could tell on the phone it was a black woman. And obviously you can see my picture pulled up in the government on the side. So I started giving her like, damn, I thought the slash in the date was a 1. Motherfucker can really write, I promise you, it looked like a 1. So I was giving her this. She gave me all the information to hit up the judge. I hit up the judge. The first time it went to voicemail. I was like, fuck that, I'm calling again. I'll blow this phone up all day. I called a second time.
Phone ringing.
I called a second time. The secretary or whoever, the assistant answered. I gave her a whole spiel. She said, just write me a letter, send it to this email, blase. That shit got taken care of in a 1 hour. I was like, oh, they recalled it. It was like, oh, your new court date next week. I was like, thank Jesus.
You better not miss that one.
Woo! I'm there at 8 a.m. That shit at 9. I'm there at 8.
Hey, I feel that. What about you, Vanilla? Since we got a almost felon on our fucking show, what about you, Vanilla? How was yours?
This is why I'm glad I sent mine to Ticket Clinic. But my week was pretty good, stressful. I haven't recuperated from the last weekend celebrating Ashtay's birthday and everything.
Happy belated birthday to Ashtay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back on me.
And so I sent a text, and she was like, my birthday was, I was like, ooh. I didn't throw you under the bus then, but I know she's watching the show right now, so she see I'm throwing you on the bus now.
Listen, I was so stressed with her birthday. It's not even funny.
Nah, it
Okay,
like I had a good
like
time though. It like I had a good time.
as long as she had a good time, that's all that matters.
So you were stressed. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, I just want to say before we get into this here, let's go ahead and get into this intro. Shout out to the people on the society that's tuned in already, came in early. I appreciate.
What
Oh, I
time's
heard
doing?
something. I was like, what the fuck you doing back there? But just making noise. All right, so appreciate y'all tuning in early, coming in on time. That's what I'm talking about. My people. I don't know, it may be white people, but my people, Vibe Society. Let's go to get into the show, man. I go by the name LB Easy, aka Passport Poppy. Here with my brother Mayhem, the beautiful Vanilla, and this is Vibe Society. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. All right. So, first off, we got to give a shout out to the people that make this thing possible. Shout out to C Media. And also, shout out to our sponsors, Mixmasters LLC, making sure we get right all the time. Follow them on social media there. Make sure that you get right. They do deliver drinks as well. Speaking of drinks, we got to give y'all a trigger word. So if this is your first time watching, the trigger word is simply a word that every time we say the word, we have to take a shot. So if you want to play at home, you can choose a society member to play with, or you can just say, fuck it, I want to drink every time you hear it. No judgment over here, baby. Now, we do keep score of how many shots each person takes, and at the end of the show, there is a twist. So you don't know if you want to work to be the highest, the lowest, or stay in the middle, because it changes each week. So stay round, and we're going to get right. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah, you know, he tried to cheat. But, all right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Valentine's Day just passed. Me personally, it was very entertaining. But how was y'all Valentine's Day? I'll go last. Let's start with Vanilla. Ladies first.
My Valentine's Day was great. I went to work. I came home, had a great surprise before I went back into work. Is it just me or am I lagging on y'all's?
Oh, you lagging like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It is LB. I keep telling y'all, it is LB.
Man, how you
But
gonna
you
say?
can hear me fine, right?
Yeah,
Because this happened last time.
bro. Mayhem keep jinxing, bro. First,
I
man,
told you it's LB.
bro.
But it's
At
all right.
least
They
I
can
look
hear it.
good.
It's all right.
They can hear it.
They're
So
going to have to close their eyes now. Like,
yeah, just
Fuck it, we ball.
fuck it, we ball. All right, so your Valentine's Day was cool. Last time they caught up, I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I don't know. But friend ended up giving me this whole basket and everything like that of my favorite things. So that was cute. I loved it. Um got my favorite flowers. So I'm kind of happy about that. So yeah. It was a vibe.
Somebody watching saying, damn, I didn't send her no flowers. Hmm.
Well, maybe you should next time. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Hell no. To the nah. Ashtay already on it. That great value connection. Yeah, that's at Vanilla House. I'm sorry, mine's is working great. What they do, Dylan? All right. So, what about you, Mayhem? How was that Valentine's Day?
it was solid overall. You know, vibes were good. You know, vibrations out in the open. You know, I got myself the Hogwarts game, so you know, the boy been locked in.
Okay.
he said he got himself something.
That means
I know. I said I got something. I didn't say I got.
you
it.
got it. I'm about to say,
got it.
damn.
I'm saying I got myself some chocolate covered cherries, but
The little lady didn't get you nothing?
Get a little setup when I got to the crib. You know, get a little
Oh.
setup.
She know how to take care of you, huh, bruh? My bro say, hey, I ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm talking about. I'm proud of you, bro.
Lock it in.
I'm happy for you. Yeah, society. I want to know how y'all Valentine's Day was. Me personally, I had a great Valentine's Day. Um, it was more entertaining than anything. I just on Valentine's Day, I love to look at IG. I just,
That
I
should
just,
be
I
hilarious.
just love to look at IG. It is the most entertaining day of the year. See, it's like, is there a handbook that everybody got to do a photo shoot for Valentine's Day?
Bro, I don't know what it is, but like everybody had the red hair with the red roses covering they
It's not.
bottoms
Yeah,
and
I'm talking
tops.
about. It's like the
It's
sexy.
like,
It's like the sexy picture, and I'm like, if your man not in the picture, that means you're single or lady. For people that got both,
And
hey,
honestly, it don't mean that these days.
you don't think so?
I've seen a few that I know in relationships still post that. And I'm just like, I
Like,
don't know.
it's
What's
just
like,
like, can we be unique? Can we be individuals?
I just don't get the overall point, purpose. Like,
for a
some of those
photo
could have stayed
shoot,
in the wall.
I never
Yeah,
What you
understood
say?
it.
like it's
I
just,
never understood it.
I don't. To each his own. To each his own. To each his
It's
own.
definitely to each his own, but it's also like, why are you like something should be left to imagination, you know? I think a lot of it, Dylan, nobody cares. I think
It's cool, bro. I'm gonna post your stuff up here. I'm gonna get to
I
your
think a
status. Just
lot of
keep
it is
posting. I
like
got you, bro. I
Don't
appreciate
do
you
Dylan like
communicating.
that.
Dylan
How
trying
many
to say
days
I did
left?
good, boy. He said I need everybody to
hey,
know
look
I
at
spent money
me.
on
Nah,
Valentine's Day.
yeah, Dylan, continue giving us the rundown so we can post those up.
Nobody cares.
You don't
Anyway,
care. Say that, please.
nobody cares. This nigga put me at 2K later. I'm pretty sure.
Day
But
number
no.
Okay.
one. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
But I think overall, I think everybody wants to do this whole group thing shit, and it's weird as fuck. Like,
Group.
oh, we gotta post each other on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you talking
We
about
gotta.
that Valentine's Day, like girls all together as
You
friends?
know what? I'm actually that's the
That's a
one thing that
thing.
I'm cool with for
Oh
the holiday.
yeah.
That's the one thing that I'm actually cool with. Go with your homegirls where there's no expectations. You know, help your single friends out. You know, I'm sure they want to feel love too on a day that everybody in the world got, somebody where everybody feeling some type of love. Help them out.
Oh,
They're lonely. I get it. You know?
this thing is
But for
stupid.
the ones in a relationship, why you gotta make everything so public? I don't care if like your man did X, Y, who cares? And also and consider it. Like, come on, let's be honest. There's
That's why he
probably more
mad.
single
Cause now
people.
you raising that bar for him. Like, oh, you see what he
You
did for her?
probably
Like,
there's
come on.
probably more single people out there than there are people in relationships.
There is.
And so you just
Most definitely is.
broadcasting, throwing that shit in motherfuckers' face like, oh, look at the amazing time I had with the love of my life that you already knew I was having fun with. But let me just show you so you can be even more miserable while you're looking at your phone constantly all day because you don't have nobody that entire night.
I have no problem with that. My problem is the motherfuckers that buy their own shit and act like somebody gave it to them. Like that be the shit I be like, you were
You
just
both
in the
your shit
group
yourself.
chat
Stop
talking
it.
about you ordering these
Hey,
shits for
there
you.
ain't no nigga who can get a floor arrangement like that. Stop playing. Like I know you did that.
This is
Acting like a
stupid.
nigga went to stop it.
And it'd be like, I'm not gonna blow up the spot, but I know it was just in this group chat and you was talking about since you don't have a Valentine's Day, you gonna order your own stuff. And nobody said, everybody like, hey, cool, love you. But when you get
Right.
the IG and start saying, oh, he surprised me with the same shit that you bought,
Who
damn,
is
y'all
he?
must be that nigga. He got
He
powers.
must be her alter ego
You
or
see-
something.
He
There's
ordered
two
the
options,
same
right?
exact thing you just said you were buying.
There's two options in that. Either she sent him the direct motherfucking list and said,
He
"Hey,"
cashed
or
out the.
you bought it yourself, and you asked him to reimburse you.
Hey, to each his own.
Right.
To each his own.
Hey, imagine that.
Live
Hey,
your
no
lie.
cap.
Live your lie.
Yo, imagine buying your own shit and telling your nigga to reimburse you.
That's wild.
I'm quite sure somebody did that.
All for Instagram. All
I
fucking
wouldn't put
Instagram.
it past nobody.
I'm quite sure somebody
I
did.
wouldn't
Oh
put
no,
it
I
past
think it
nobody.
happens a lot. Oh, I think it definitely happens a lot. A girl send a nigga to the store to get exactly what she wants and bring it home, how to set it up, so she can take the pic of it, so then she can pretend like he was that creative.
God. I stopped celebrating holidays if it hasn't been at least like 4 months. At least 4 months of dating. I just stopped. I like no, because let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. At the Valentine's
You're not in
Day,
love.
after
It's a day of
Valentine's
love.
Day, it's gonna be you're gonna be see a lot of people doing them. It's coming up on summer. See, this is the time period. It's Thanksgiving because it's winter sport. Relationships, not relationships. Let me say that. Casual relationships is a winter sport.
That's a
Around
fact.
August is draft season. August to October, right? And that's draft season. Now you're a free agent in the summertime. That's when you're getting your stats up. That's when you on IG and people are like, oh, okay. But August to October is draft season. Now when you get drafted, now it could be some late draft picks happening early November. But then Thanksgiving come around. That's when you talking about them at the dinner. Like, who are you? Because you want to have somebody to talk about when you go home because you're tired of your people saying, so you still single? You know? Christmas. That's when you got the matching PJs. That's when you... Okay. And then girl don't show his face. The nigga in that motherfucker like this. Because the girl don't want to show face, talking about she don't want everybody in her business. And then New Year's come. That's when you go to the New Year's trip. And then you got Valentine's Day. Now, for my kings and queens out there, if you make it through Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, and through summer, all the way to draft season, you did good, my boy. You did good, my queen. You did good. Because usually, around February 18th, that's when you're going to notice shit going a little... So, dudes will usually break it off a little earlier. Dudes going to break it off around January. January is going to start breaking off. Because he's going to be like...
That shit lasts past Valentine's Day, I need an ROI on that.
If it lasts on Valentine's Day, he like you. If it lasts past Valentine's Day, she likes you.
That shit gotta last past April. I gotta get an ROI on it.
I give if you make it to August, y'all worked. But if he breaks up with you before Valentine's Day, he didn't like you. He was like, he was over you. He was over it. Like, no, I'm not gonna spend another holiday because we know Valentine's Day we're gonna spend some money. So it's like
if you that third week in January. That third week in January,
the calls don't hit the same. The texts don't come the same.
Around January 22nd, 23rd ish. Niggas see that 2 weeks coming up, and they're like, hell no, let me get up out of here.
Now, that's what he's saying to his homeboys. Now, what she's saying to her homegirl, girl, I just don't think it's the same, but I'm trying to hold on to Valentine's Day so I can get, and then after Valentine's Day, I'm going to cut his ass off. Like, we all know what it is. So if he don't cut it before Valentine's Day, then, hey, he likes you. Now, when you get to Valentine's Day,
I didn't have popcorn,
fellas.
I only had these infused fruits to enjoy this conversation.
If she slides off, like around the 18th of February, she starts, oh, I'm just busy. My schedule looking crazy. I'm just, right now I'm burned out from work and I just need time to get, hey, I'm sorry, bruh. You got finesse. It is what it is. It is what it is. You got finesse. But now you know for next season. All right, let's look at Dylan. Dylan says, first date, he did a breakfast date. Now, okay. Breakfast date, cooking. If you cook breakfast, that's dope. Y'all go out to eat somewhere, that's dope. I hope y'all didn't go to IHOP, but if that's in your budget, then that's in your budget, bro.
Omelet bar, bro. Omelet bar. That's the spot.
Yo, I think I actually saw you there.
You did? You ain't say hi?
Nah, because I know this too late.
K1 Speed Racing Day 2. Okay. That's like $50
My sister
a
was in
pop.
town.
Okay, so then all right, date 3. It was take your boyfriend to work day. Laugh out loud. What the fuck?
They also knew.
And then I was playing with the kids at YC. Oh, so he was out there chilling. And
let's preface this. I think this is their first Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's so adorable.
So
That's
you gotta
cute.
preface this.
No, I'm not going down there. I'm not going down their love or their like. I don't know if y'all said that yet. I'm not going down their relationship. I wish y'all the best, bro. I wish y'all the best. Y'all okay? You was at the YMCA. Okay. Let's see. Ash says she don't celebrate that day.
Yet she got me something. Isn't that funny? Actually, no. It was a competition for her because I had got her a card that I felt like really expressed how I felt for her as a friend. And she was like, oh, I already out. Ooh, not an Amber Alert. It's a child abduction. Ooh.
Why you say it so
Hide your
casual?
kids.
It's a child. Like, ooh, like Amazon got a sale. Like, no, like somebody's child got scooped. Fumble recovery. All right. So he said date number 4 was Ruth Chris for dinner. Okay.
Purr. I went there too many times.
Oh, aren't you fancy? Okay. You paying?
It's not my fault.
You
I
paid?
paid twice.
Out of how many?
I paid one for 5 of us.
No, that's not what I asked. I said how many times you pay out of the times you went.
Oh, I went probably like 6, 7 times.
You
I
paid
only paid
once.
twice. I paid
Oh.
twice. I paid for the time that we went for my stepdad and the time we went for my mom.
But you went 7 times. So outside of
Yeah.
your dad and your stepmom, that means it's 5 other times that you went.
My brother took care of 2, and whoever else was in the picture at the time
There
took
we
care of
go.
that.
Let's get down to it. Nah, I'm fucking with you. All right, and that's why your beard don't connect. God damn. Damn, man, he coming for you, bro.
You don't even got one.
Mm-mm-mm.
That boy still got his
Point.
struggling.
That's a
That
point.
boy got his
That's a
struggling
point.
NBA
Yeah,
YoungBoy
you don't.
braids. He was struggling NBA YoungBoy braids. It's all right.
Nah,
Boy
what was
wanna be bad
crazy?
so
I
bad.
remember he asked me, he was like, "Hey, LB, how did you get your beard?" I said, "Boy, you got to eat more." He said, "I do. It just don't." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
They call him Dylan
Wow.
Vacuum.
Few more
No.
mango seasons.
Dylan
He
Vacuum.
said he actually did go to Omelet Bar. Okay.
See, and you know something? Sometimes I be having the unlimited
I
mimosas.
want to go somewhere that nobody else know about. I want to get a private chef and do a picnic out on the lake or something.
So boom, I noticed people, the people like they set up your picnic for you and everything like that, and they even get you the fruits and everything. And then I also know this chef. I can get you right. You just let me know.
Yeah, I just gotta see if somebody worked that. All right, here we go. Not gonna lie, but the Omelet Bar is trash. Just gotta leave that disclaimer. Glad you said it. Oh shit!
Ah,
And he say that right as
He's
Sentley.
tripping.
Shout out to the
Yeah,
OG
he's tripping.
Sentley.
Sydney, you know something.
Omelet Bar is my favorite brunch spot. Women love brunch
No,
and mimosas.
I'll say this. Omelet Bar is the best breakfast potatoes. Omelet Bar probably pour the most liquor in their drinks.
Yes.
What I
Like,
like,
I don't know what.
I literally got
You know,
orange
on a
juice and I
Tuesday.
said,
Who the fuck cares on a Tuesday?
yo, I want to make this a mimosa. Go get me some shots. She bought me back 3 shots to go in my
No,
orange
they
juice.
will.
now I
The
love
food
a
portions are
place that
good.
I love a place that bring you orange juice or apple juice, not apple juice, pineapple juice or whatever, and champagne. Don't
You know why I
come
like Omelet
already
Bar, though?
mixed. I want to make my own shit.
You know why I like Omelet Bar though?
Oh.
Because they play some really great early to mid 2000s like pop music that was on like VH1 and
Yes.
shit. So you ain't got to have the ratchet chick twerking all over your fucking omelet and shit. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Everybody in their fucking seat. Like, it's a cool environment, and you can have a couple drinks to some decent music. They don't have EDM, but they got like Maroon 5 playing, some All American Reject.
This
They might have some
love
Drake
has-
playing.
Hey, I won't even lie. Graffiti Junction, they mimosas, nigga,
Oh no, they OD. No, they OD.
nigga. We were
They give you the big boy. They give you the big cup though. Like.
I'm talking about the big ass cups full, and it just be enough orange juice or pineapple juice to say that it changed colors.
That time we went to your birthday for it, we both took that picture. We looked like we was fucking gone in the pic. I was
Bro,
like, delete this shit.
I don't.
It's a
know
funny
what.
pic though.
Yeah, oh, it's a dope pick. I'm using it. I'm working on a new series that I'm gonna do after this next contract because this contract gonna have me on the road too much. But after this next contract, I'm doing a new series called The Fellowship. You know, we already did that, but I'm gonna bring it back as a podcast series. I'm gonna have the fellas on, so we're gonna use that as the promo. But definitely, let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. Valentine's Day, we don't talk about that. Now I know a lot of people came for the topic that we're gonna put on here, so we're gonna bring that up. But first, we got to go to a couple of them. Damn, you want to know something? Ashtay, I'm mad at you.
She was just in here
Because
too.
You missed that Mayhem said the trigger word twice.
It's probably because
When
she
he was
in
talking,
here.
no, because you said you on Valentine's Day and y'all just start dating. That day is about trigger word. If you can't be
What is
a
it? I don't
trigger
know what
word, LOVE. He thought he was slick.
No, you spelled it. That counts.
All right, I'll
It
take
counts.
mine. Let me go ahead and put his 2 on.
My
I'm at
goal is to
1.
stay at 0.
Yeah, but you don't know what's the penalty.
I don't care what the penalty is. I just want to have a 0 for once.
That shit ain't
Thank
happening.
you for bringing her
All right.
back.
All right, here we go. So, topic number 1. Do you think white women can raise black men? Now, we have a video on this before we got on the topic. Y'all go ahead and get into the comment section, and we're going to drop this video.
Do you think white women can raise black men?
They do. Ooh, you know what they do that black women don't do?
Please tell me. Please tell me, Ray. Please tell me.
They protect them. Black women can't protect black sons because they know what's out there. They understand what they got to deal with. So they got to prepare them. If you're a white woman raising a black man, you can't prepare him from the world. It's just different. White women, when they raise black kids, they protect them. And when black women raise black kids, they prepare them. It's no malice in my heart.
It's none in his.
It's none in my heart. I'm going to tell the truth. If you think what I'm saying is offensive, then I ask you to remove your motherfucking privilege. Because this ain't me dissing nobody. This is just me acknowledging privilege.
All right. Now,
Looking at the comments that we had on the story, I was like, wow. A lot of y'all finna get a real shock.
Yeah, I heard to delay that shit. Okay.
so I'll start this one off. I see y'all all just looking like, So I'll start this one off. Now, we do see a large influx of Anglo-Saxon individuals adopting children of color. Now, I personally know somebody that was adopted by a white couple, and he had a good life. He had a good life. Now, I don't think it's certain things that being a great parent don't have nothing to do with your color. There's just certain things that it has nothing to do with your race, right? Now, there's certain cultural things that you just don't have, you don't understand. You may know, you may research, you may hear about, you may have that conversation, but I can talk about and study women's study what women go through in their life, what women deal with through pregnancy, what women deal with. I can study that as long as I do, and y'all know I do study relationships. But I will never be able to fully comprehend because I'm not a woman. And that's the thing. It's certain things. So I see what he's stating because let's be honest. A white mother coming to a police station about her son or going to the news about her son being falsely accused would get more airtime than a black mother. And we see that. Sadly, we see that. However, that in the same breath, that white mother can't comprehend the issues that her children of color will deal with as they go through life. You could try to protect them as much as you want, but you don't know that fear. You don't know that anxiety. You don't know that stress of being a person of color going through certain situations. And that's my only thing that it's like, I don't want to say they can't be good because color has nothing to do with being a great parent. It's just cultural things or certain things that they just won't comprehend.
I can agree with that. Mayhem, you have anything to say? Or are you just frozen?
He not frozen.
No,
That
I
nigga
was
just sitting
thinking.
there. He just sitting there. It's
So I've been
me
thinking
to
about
say the
this
trigger
all
word.
week. So I've been thinking about this all week since we
Because
first
I
came
should
out.
have sent it to you earlier.
So you sent it to me on Monday. On Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we had all week to contemplate this, and I'm still like going back and forth with the fuck I think about it. Cause it's like I get what he was saying, But I feel like he made no matter what. At the end of the day, he still tried to make it a slight against black women, which I did not fuck with. Like the way he phrased it, I just didn't like because he was like, "I'm gonna tell you what black women can't do," and it's like, why are you even prefacing it like that? You could say like the difference between two different types of women, how they parent black children, but why are you still trying to inherently like throw a little jab at it as if like, oh, it's something they're incapable of doing? It's like, no, it's just due to circumstances way beyond their own measure, outside of the scope of their own reality that they can't, that they are inherently trying to protect. They are trying to protect their son. They're doing it in a way of preparation versus in a way that is blinded by a reality. So they're doing the best way they can to just be a regular parent. And I'm like, you can call it protection, you can call it what you want, but I'm like, I just didn't like the way he phrased the question. The question could have been phrased a lot easier without that. I'm gonna tell you what black women can't do instead of let me tell you what white women can't do when they're raising sons who are black males. And because when you inherently look at it, if a white woman is raising a black man, he can still be black, but he's still biracial. And that's inherently he's never gonna be my skin complexion.
Mm-hmm.
So like, regardless of what the white woman can protect him from X, Y, and Z, I'm not saying he's not gonna have no racial disparities out there or anything of that nature, but me and him still gonna be treated way differently. It don't matter which way you cut, slice, dice it. If I'm in a car driving next to a cop and he driving in the car next to a cop and the cop pull behind both of us, he gonna pull me over first. Like, and that is how it's gonna go. He gonna get some good treatment if he in the passenger seat. Or at least he'll get the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be the motherfucker who gotta step out the car, get searched, like that shit just happened a few fucking weeks ago. Like, so this shit is like still recent in my head. Like, this shit just happened. Like, I'm in fucking shorts and a fucking t-shirt and a hat, and then the motherfucker want to pat me down for guns and drugs. Like,
I've
fuck,
matched the description since I was 15 years old.
bro. You know what's crazy? And I'll say this shit even on air. The
And
first
this
time I
shit
got pulled
sad as
over on a
fuck.
fucking bike, the
I didn't
first
even
time I
get
got
pulled
pulled
over. I was
over,
even in the car
no, no,
the
no.
first time.
I'm saying pulled over. This is the funny part. I'm saying pulled over because I was riding a fucking bike. The first time I ever got racially profiled in my fucking life, I was legitimately in seventh fucking grade, riding my bike home from a library. These cops in this nice ass neighborhood, they got a call stating that a couple kids were shooting BB guns. So they just chose me and my brother to be the two black kids riding on the street to pull us over, jumping. I'm talking about undercar police officers pulling up, niggas hopping behind bushes with guns pulled for two
Mm-hmm.
niggas on a bike. We get
Mm-hmm.
off, they tell them to get on the ground. We got our heads behind our fucking head. Niggas
Yep.
like this on the ground. In seventh grade, niggas check a bike and they see they check our bag, they see fucking books on a
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning.
And that's
It's like,
something
what the?
that someone from another uh, Anglo-Saxon people would not understand that.
But even in that, right? So it's like you can't
That's my only
possibly,
thing.
you can't possibly look at life the same way I view it as when my life been skewed since I was in seventh grade.
My life is at
Like
risk every day I walk outside the house.
you can't. I think most people
Like,
think that. I think most
That's
people who
true.
not of most people who not our color, they think the shit is like, oh, you just saying this, or you just that don't really happen. It's like it don't happen in your life, nigga. It happened in
Hmm.
mine one too many times, and it's like I just feel like no matter how good a parent is, I equate it to like there's good people who are cops, but you can't be a good cop. And that's the same way I view it as like you can be a good parent, but I don't know how great a white woman or white man can raise a black kid just because they aren't inherently preparing them for the outside world. What type of talk you gonna have with your son who might be a couple tints darker than you, but still looks a little bit black? Now, if he's white passing, completely different. But if he's black passing, got the hair like mine, where the shit, it ain't curling up like that, like
gotta
if he
have
got
that
that type
Woody
of
S
hair,
curl.
if he got that nose, like hey, buddy, you gonna need somebody to tell you the truth. I hope you got a pops around who can tell you who can give you some real game. Because if you just relying on a
Now,
white woman to tell you how life gonna be, you SOL.
now, one thing I want to say is this: I hope our young men of color don't ever have to go through that. If you have never gone through that, I thank God that you haven't, and I hope you never have to. Because there's some people that don't experience this because of the lifestyle or the demographic they are raised in. And I thank God for that for you. However, for a large majority of men of color, that's not. Or we're speaking about raising black men, so men of color, that's not the case. Now we have some topics here. We got Ashtay said that's like asking if a lion can raise a gazelle. Damn. Okay. We have damn, he got a. Oh, all right. I should have slowed down on them shots.
Oh, novel
All right.
ass nigga.
Also, so hold on. Did he have a beginning part before I?
Yeah, wait. It was based off of
Oh, that's
the
based off the
omelet bar.
omelet. So, all right. Y'all can go back in the chat if y'all want to see that. So he said also, white people be very passive with things they say about black people, not even realizing that it's judgmental in what they do. Somebody of an older age will take much offense to what they say. All right. Then he has a follow up to it, i.e., you're not like the other black people because you're smart and talk oh, yeah, I've heard that shit before.
My whole
And,
life.
and which is offensive because that has nothing to do with being black. And that's something that I talk about all the time when people speak proper English grammar, it's why you talk white. Wait. So I would never allow you to come to tie being ignorant with being a person of color. Like the fuck, like no. And a lot of times we run into that situation when you do look a certain way. They think, oh, you must be an athlete or a rapper because you're
It's a
successful.
language. The part I hate, it's a language.
I'm a businessman,
bitch. It's a fucking language.
Yes, and slang is considered a language. It's a dialect. So just because I speak a certain dialect doesn't mean I can't code switch. Code switching is what we have to do all the time.
At that point, I'm bilingual, bitch.
So, you know, and it's just like, all right, when people say, oh, but you code switch it up, and I just say it's just like when you with your family at home, like when I talk to white people, what you mean code switch? I say when you at your family at home, you say shit that you don't say in front of me. No, I don't say, all right, you know the jokes that your auntie or your mama say, your uncle say when they be drinking, and that shit y'all laugh at, yeah, that's the shit. But yeah.
But even then, people make it seem like code switching is the worst thing. Motherfuckers code switch in front of their parents.
Yeah, because you're not gonna talk to your mama like you talk to your
times.
Like your homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, hey, bro, I'll be right there. True. Yes, ma'am. Like it's just it's
people around me know I talk to people you would never know who I'm on the phone with. I call my mom, hey beautiful, hey sweet. Like I give my mom love every time I'm on the phone with, and then I don't ever say the shit I say. I definitely don't talk the same way around my friends. How I talk with my mom. That's fucking crazy. I would never do that. Like it's not a knock to anybody who got that type of relationship with their mom. Great. Me and my mom are tight knit.
My mom always told me,
I got a
one
level
of your little friends. I know. I heard
exactly.
that since I was a kid.
Like,
so to this day, I'm a grown ass man. I'm still not one of. She's not one of my little.
No matter how tight I am with my mom, and we actually are like really good friends. We tell each other a lot. It ain't never gonna be on some like you can just go start cursing crazy.
Yeah.
Hell no.
All right. Do you have anything to say on this before we move to the next topic?
I actually took this video, even though I agree with Mayhem. I don't like his approach at the beginning, but when I really listened to what he said, I took this video as a compliment. I would rather my son be prepared to deal with the world than protected by it. And then once he's actually in there, he's bombarded and he doesn't know how to handle things. Because you didn't have to deal with this because you were protected by God knows what, you know? Like, I feel like a black woman can better prepare a young black man for the world than a white woman can. As far as when it comes to the cultural side of it. Now, like LB was saying, being a parent, there's a lot more that comes to that. Like there's a lot of aspects that your color, your race, it doesn't matter. A parent is a parent at the end of the day. But I would rather my child be prepared than protected.
Okay.
I have both actually.
Uh, and I think if we if we take the time to learn the law, um, a lot of us just don't have that resource either to have a quality attorney for those situations. A lot of our young men and women go to get arrested and don't understand or get a public defender and they tell them to sign this bullshit ass deal, but what they don't realize is that if they had a real attorney that looked through. I remember my brother was he was locked up for a minute and he had a public defender. It wasn't until um, they were able to get the money to get a real defender, I mean a real attorney, that the attorney was like, wait, they never really charged you with anything. He was out within 3 days from there. Yeah, and that's the thing. So they're sitting there trying to find something or hoping that you just plea out because you just want to go home. So yeah. All right. Let's see here. We got one more comment, then we're gonna move to the next topic. OG Sentley, she says, a child's development is primarily based on having a safe and environment. I think any race can raise a child and be a great parent. True.
Yes, absolutely true.
Race does not play a part. As I stated before, race does not play a part with you being a great parent. It's just some cultural things that someone of not of color don't deal with. And I don't say that just saying someone of darker skin or light, just someone of color and Hispanic, Latino or Latina, Asian community, Pacific Islander. Everybody understands what I'm talking about when I say that. But yes, you're 100% correct. Just because you're race doesn't mean you can't be a great parent, because there's a lot of things a parent needs to do. There's a lot of people of color that's not great parents. So it's not the fact about color. Let's see here. She says here, because you're the OG, I'm going to let you get one more in because I said I was going to go to the next topic. Just because someone is the same race doesn't mean they'll be a great parent. Correct.
But I feel like even that, right? I feel like, but that still doesn't tell the whole story. It's like
it's not the parental.
Outside of that. Yeah, it's like even if you could be the greatest white parent in the world and you still missing a big chunk of reality. And that's what it comes down to. You could be a great parent. You could be
He tried. At first, I was like, "Did he stall?" Then I realized
he glitched.
That Matrix.
Like I said, you can be love. You can be all that, right? You could be all that.
Pick the word and you saying it the most.
That's not fucking up. Like
this lady had him on Valentine's Day. He said, "I'm picking the word today." Boy, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stay at the wall. I see you, boy.
And in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call.
I feel offended if I had a black child and someone told me. Now, this is the part that I'm tapping into.
Go ahead.
This is why 2-parent households matter so much.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have the presence of a black man or a black woman, then you don't have to worry about the extra shit. Like, you don't have to worry about somebody saying like, "Oh, you can't," because like I'm not raising them, because I'm asking. It's like bringing an expert in to like whatever you're doing, and you still being great at what you're doing. It's like obviously I'm just adding on.
She just okay, keep going, bro.
But yeah, like I think when it comes to 2-parent households, I think if you have a person of a different race and then you have a black person, yeah, both can raise that black person up efficiently and great. Because more than likely, they're not gonna be a brown skin type of dude. So I feel like I said before, like if you biracial, like you inherently gonna have it a little bit easier. I think that's just common sense.
Let's clarify here. So if you have two Latino individuals, they can be fair skin, and people, I don't know, not everybody, some people feel like Hispanic people or Latino people will only come in one shade.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Definitely not. So you can have everybody, all the kids are fair skinned, and then you have one child that is darker.
darker than both of us.
Yeah. So, and if that's the case, it's not saying that just because you can't be a great parent, it's not saying that. It's not stating that. It's stating that can a white woman, that's the question, woman, if they're adopting children, can this white
Angelina
because
Jolie.
we have white women that that adopt and we see that, and it used to be a joke like, oh, they're adopting minority children as if they're accessories and stuff like that. So that's what we're stating. We're not saying you can't be a great parent. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is there's some cultural things that you won't understand. You can study as much as you want, but if you're not from that culture or understand that culture, there's things that you can't prepare that person for. And that doesn't always mean race as well. In this case, question is race. It can be class. You may be in a higher class and you never had to experience things that the lower class had. And your child may one day sadly say, y'all may lose y'all fortune and now y'all move from the upper class to the lower class, and now there's things that you didn't prepare them for. That's all we're stating. Just like from the lower class to the upper class, it's just culture. That's all we're stating. But let's move on to the next topic. Topic number, damn, that was only one? Shit.
Told you.
Topic number 2 is being too busy an excuse. We have a video on this one.
When we want to see you, we will. So if a man ain't breaking his neck to come see you, he's not that into you. There's no such thing as being that busy. A man will pop up at your house unannounced because he want to see you. That's how simple we are. If a man want to be with you, he will. Everything else is a lie. Well, right now I got a lot on my plate. Right now, no, he just don't want to be with you. So when things become complex with his excuse, ladies, he's lying. It's a fucking lie.
Is being too busy an excuse? Now, we always, people make time for shit they want, right? However, that list of wants has to fall under the list of needs. So, you may not be on his priority list, but you may not be on the top of his priority list. If that makes sense. So, priorities, the first thing first is on a priority list, baby girl, I got to pay these bills. I got to be able to afford to take you on these dates and this lifestyle and all that great stuff. The next thing is I got to handle those responsibilities. I got to take care of me, my health, my stress level. Now, you may come third on that list. Is that okay with you? Or fourth, God, depending on your religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. So it's not that you're not important. Now, you're going to make time. Now, is the time I'm making enough for you? That's the question. And I think that's the biggest thing, the communication that needs to happen ahead of time is, you be honest with somebody. Hey, I'm not going to be able to see you every day. I could talk to you on the phone. Yeah, we could definitely FaceTime, all that great, but I may be able to go on dates with you maybe twice a week. You're on mute. Check your mic inputs.
She always do this shit.
You hung up and then came back on, so check your inputs.
I should hang up, come back and fuck up.
Well, go ahead and hang up, come back in, and let's see if that fixes it. Mayhem, what did you have to say?
On this topic, it's interesting because it's like, how important are you? Like, what phase of the dating phase is it?
That's another point. No,
That's another point.
Because if You can't come in the first day just like I can't expect to be on the top of your priority list when we first meet.
Yeah, and that's the problem. I think some people don't have a good evaluation spectrum. Like if we just started talking, don't expect or assume that you're going to get any attention outside of what I want to give you. It's like too soon to create expectations. Just let it flow. Let it go where it go. Like, so I don't know. It's very tricky. Now, if we get into that phase where we're legitimately dating, we're going on dates, and I'm taking you out, and then all of a sudden I pull up and I'm like, or I pull back and I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit too busy to talk, a little bit too busy to hang. You start seeing the difference in the vibe, then I completely understand you. The red flag starting to go off. You feel me? Because like, hey, my nigga, like your life ain't get that busy, and that is our pet peeve of mine too. When people start, claiming that I'm super busy, shit, because it's like, hey, you not Michelle Obama, you not Barack Obama. Like, you got time in your day. Whether that's a check-in, whether that's a quick 10 to 15-minute phone call, whether it could be wherever it want to be. But like, ain't nobody in this fucking earth outside the president that fucking, and even the president got a wife. So like, if they can make time for some shit, you can make time for some shit.
I hear you. I hear you. It seems like you having a little lag, bro. If y'all can hear the audio, we're gonna keep going. If the video just have a slight lag, we're just gonna keep going. But if y'all have an issue with the audio, please let us know. Vanilla, your mic back on?
I don't know. Is
There
it?
we go. We hear you. We hear you. What was your point that you had?
I
She
don't
was getting
forgot
ready to
now.
text. She was getting ready to
Yeah,
text.
no, I got.
But let's go to the
Oh,
comments while you
you
think about
said
that. Oh,
you had said that y'all could speak on the phone and everything. That's still making time.
but some people don't
With
count that as time. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
those people are assholes. No, but no, seriously, because instead of being on the phone with you, I could be doing something else. Like, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
So like when I see the is being too busy an excuse, what is your busy excuse exactly? Because you can actually be busy. Hell, I'd be busy, but what are you using as your excuse? Are you actually giving me a legitimate a busy excuse, or are you just bullshitting me? Because if you bullshitting me and it's the constant same bullshit, at this point you're not interested. Why are you leading me on? You just want me there in your little corner so you could come back to me when you feel like it. Now, for those who are actually busy, and I know some busy people, LB, you're one. I'm one. Like, we actually literally legit be busy with our life. And in the time that we have to ourselves, all we want to do is rest. But we make time talking on the phone with you, stopping by the house on our way home. Like, those are small ways to make time. And if people can't see that I'm making some type of effort to at least
Boom.
acknowledge your presence, then why are you even talking to me in the first place?
And that's the thing that's very important is you have to be okay with cutting people off saying, hey, I'm giving what I want, because some people is going to, if you communicate that and they don't agree, but some people think that spending time is, oh, we have to go on dates all the time, we have to actually physically see each other.
Mm-mm.
You may just need to pull up on me, or you may can't put, I'm working, but I have no problem with being on the phone while I'm doing certain things, or FaceTime you while I'm doing certain things. That's not a problem. But yes, and I've run into that a couple times, as well as people thinking that I'm not giving enough time, and then when we stop interacting in that manner and just go to the friend point of, hey, we just gonna chill and be friends, then it's, oh, I realize how busy you are now. No, I'm not letting you back in my life now that you realize that now you don't even get that. Like, you don't even get what I got before. I was sacrificing shit to give you that little bit of time. So yeah.
Mhm.
So
And my
yeah.
thing is, if
Oh,
if it's communicated, I'm so sorry,
no,
but
you
if
good.
it's communicated, like if he or she communicates to the other that, hey, like I feel like I'm not getting enough time, and you're hit with a BS excuse, or they're like, okay, let's work on that, but it's not really worked on, then like you don't need to be in this situation. You don't need to be dealing with that person,
True.
or even like vice versa. Maybe it and I know for some people it is hard to actually say it, but like you're not my top priority. You're not my second priority. You're not my third priority. Like, I do have other priorities lined up. You may be one, and if you aren't one, Sorry, what you doing wrong? That I can't feel the need to make you a priority.
I'm real big on explaining off top that, hey, do not get confused with my downtime. I have times of the year when shit just nothing's happening. I'm able to relax and chill. So you may get more time from me, but then when things get busy, I need you to understand that, yeah, still text or call, and if I can't pick up or I can't respond, I'll respond as soon as I can, and I'll call you back as soon as I can. But you have to keep in mind that I'm doing something to better to my value as a man depends on me able to provide. The moment I can't provide and protect, my value goes down. Right? So with or without you, I want to live a certain kind of life. Now with you, that's just another expense. So I need to make sure I get that. Then under that, I have employees that I gotta make sure get paid. So if I get paid, they gotta get paid. So now it's just you got to understand. I'm not working a 9 to 5 where I'm just gonna get a check regardless. Just clock in. I'm gonna get a check. No, I don't eat unless I grind. So that's what got to be understood. And some people say they understand it, and then later on don't. I got to the point that I'm just like, it is what it is. Sentley says, I agree. People make time for what they want. That's 100% correct. She got her connection from the swap shop. Damn, they talking about you.
I disconnected her from my Wi-Fi since she want to say that comment.
Dylan says,
Use your 5G.
It's wild that Aaron's connection is perfect on the podcast, but not when he on the game though. Damn, y'all still talking about 2K? Man, you don't want to see me on that 2K. I haven't played 2K in like 3 months. Shit. But you don't want to see him on that 2K. I'm a Spades player, so
he be abusing the old head. That's all he do. He be abusing the old head with bad connection. That's all he do.
Yeah. All right. So, anything you want on
Get
that?
back to the youth. Yeah, I want every old head. Get back to the youth. There's a Lamook in everybody chapter. There's a Lamook in everybody chapter.
Anything you want to say on this topic before we move to the next topic, bro? Yeah, nay. You have any response on social media?
Oh.
All of them were the same. Everybody said no.
Now, this might not be completely with the topic.
Both, actually.
Okay.
This might not be.
Make time for what you want. So sorry, not really, but
I would say though, my coworker kind of comments on this, right? Not directly, but she was saying how, like, you can't really be too busy because like you can schedule your shit. So like if you want to meet a person, you want to like get to know them, you can have a date with them every Tuesday. You can have a date with somebody else on a Thursday. If you're single and still want to date, right? So you can have a date on a Tuesday, every Tuesday. You can have somebody you date on a Thursday. And you can have somebody you see on the weekends. And they can get their time effectively. And you can legitimately give them your time and then figure it out from there. So it's like,
they say they want to see more
too
of you.
Busy. What'd you say?
So they say they want to see more of you.
I mean, then you got to
Valentine's Day fall on the weekend, and you only see them on Tuesdays. They gonna want that Saturday loving. Fuck.
I want more than an hour. I want more than an hour or two. I feel you.
So it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this next topic. We're gonna skip to topic number 4 instead of 3. We're going to skip the topic number 4. We already an hour in. Topic number 4. Let me get 2 out of there.
I'm about to say.
Should mandatory paternity test be enforced prior to fathers signing the birth certificate? Y'all know how I feel on this, so I'm going to come into this one last. Let's start with Mayhem, since you didn't really touch on the last topic too much. I know they're tired of hearing my voice. Go ahead. He thinking. Don't start arguing with your lady later. Because she going to be like, oh, so that's how you, ladies love to do that. That's how you feel.
Gotta cut them syllables.
See, with this, you're assuming that I didn't already have this conversation like a year ago. So this is delicate. I'm going to smoke a little bit.
I'm crazy.
So I think I think there should be provisions on it. Provisions. Like how long we are together? Are you guys living together? XYZ. Cause I feel like sometimes one paternity tests aren't cheap, and I don't know if everybody insurance cover that shit. So I don't want it to be like hey, every nigga should be getting out here just paying for that shit. Unless you want to
They
say
got
that
store bought
insurance.
ones.
What is that?
They got store bought ones.
I don't trust that. I'm not putting the
Nah,
I
future
don't
hell,
of
either.
my legacy.
I don't either, but still.
I don't take. Hey, when you do drug tests, do you buy Walgreens drug tests? Hell no. Fuck. But anyway, so I think
That's like buying
I
a
think it's
pregnancy
a
test from the
delicate
Dollar Tree.
situation, right? I think it's a delicate situation because you don't want to disrespect the woman and give the illusion or even allude to the fact that she might have stepped out of the relationship, especially if she's been completely solid and has held it down, right? If she's been completely solid, you don't want to just fuck that up and be like, oh, I think you might have potentially fucked somebody else, had them nutting you without a condom, and then got you pregnant around the same time we were still fucking. And that's the implication you kind of do give off when you do say that inherently. Now I can understand uh, an enforced paternity test or a mandatory joint when it's for a knockoff, or if it's just for a girl you didn't have complete intimate relationships with. Because then it's like you could just be playing mean, you could be playing the fucking Wheel of Fortune on which nigga is the baby daddy. But so I think of it multiple ways. Kind of like I can see the inherent disrespect that a woman could internalize with that, being like, "Damn, nigga, like I've been holding you down for fucking 10 years. We decide to take it to the next step. You've been nutting in me for X, Y, and Z years. You get me pregnant, and now you want to have the nerve, the audacity to sit up here and ask me for a paternity test, as if I had any nerve or any inclination of stepping out on you. Like, how dare you?" So I can definitely see it from that standpoint, but I also can see it from the man's standpoint of no matter how much you say you love me in this moment, if the potential of you that 1% chance is still a chance, and I never put nothing past anybody. So if I gotta take care of this kid for the rest of their life, if I gotta contribute to their upbringing for the rest of their life, then yeah, I want to be 100% sure that they're mine, especially if I have any doubt. Now, I don't think the word mandatory is a little bit of a stretch because I feel like niggas who are married, do I think they were gonna care as much? No. Do I think the niggas who really trust their girl are they gonna really gonna beg for it? No. Now I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't think they legitimately are worried about it.
Hmm.
Like if you really, really, really trust your woman, I
I'm
don't
listening. I'm
think
not
you.
being disrespectful. I'm listening. I'm just pulling up something. But keep
There
going.
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
I don't think you really press on it. But if the option is there, I think it is kind of
Hmm.
like okay, I'll see.
Yeah.
It's like any other checkup. It's like okay, like if it's there, it's there. If I want to check it, I can check it. If I don't, I don't. And I think most men don't really think they woman really stepping out crazy. It's just that validation.
We don't
I
want
think
to think.
everybody wants validation.
We don't want to think it, but does it happen?
Yeah,
Just like a woman
exactly.
don't want to think that, but does it happen?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think.
I
But what I will say is, I do think that paternity test could open up some worms, a can of worms.
Now, when you and your girl or you and your boyfriend say, "Hey, we're at a point in our relationship that I think we're gonna take it to that level. We're gonna let's go get tested for STIs." If you get tested on a regular and you haven't been out here wilding out, you're not gonna take offense to that. Okay, let's go get tested. The issue, first off, just to make it clear, I agree with mandatory paternity tests. I never hid that. I agree with it. Um, and this is why. The first thing that some women do when they hear this, they say, "Oh my God, how did you?" It's not about you. It's not about you.
it's not.
Sadly, paternity fraud is rampant. Out of 300,000, you can Google this. Out of 300,000 people that agreed to allow their information to be shared, it's just people that agreed. Out of 300,000 tests, 100,000 came back as not the father. 100,000 people. Now, let's go over why they created. Everybody think child support was created so that it could take care of the children and no. Because anybody that receives child support understands child support don't really help the child. Like, it's not enough to pay for what the child is, unless it's a celebrity when they paying some crazy $30,000 a fucking month. But I'm talking about the average person. Child support is not enough to take care of a child. However, child support was created so that the state wouldn't have to take care of the children. I'm not stating that if it's your child, you don't have to take care of the child. I'm not stating that. No, it's your responsibility. Your responsibility. You laid down. Y'all had sex. I don't care if you had a condom broke. She said she didn't want to keep it. I told her I didn't want to have it. No, it's yours. It's your responsibility. The child is yours. That child did not ask to be brought into this world. What I'm stating is the fact that there are women that either don't know who the father is and just choose, hey, he's the best option. And there's some women that do know it's not his child and choose, he's gonna be the father. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that if you sign that birth certificate and later a paternity test is done at the time of a divorce or anything like that, or she says, that's not your child, I don't care, she get mad or say something, you get a paternity test, you can find out that's not your child and still be stuck paying child support. Even though the test has said that's not your child because you signed the birth certificate. In some states, you don't even have to sign a birth certificate. You can this woman cannot have known who the father of her child was for the first 3 years of this child's life, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. You come in, y'all start dating for 2-3 years, and you take in the responsibility as the man of the household, and y'all break up, and she can put you on child support because you have assumed that responsibility. It's things like that I'm just stating we have to protect. And first thing women say, I'm offended by you. No, if you haven't done nothing. Now, yes, you'll be offended if y'all been dating for 10 years or married or whatever, and then all of a sudden now he want to say, I need a paternity test. Now, that's out of damn. You don't trust me now? But no. I said from the first date. When they say, how do you feel about marriage? Oh, I would like to get married one day. I would like to have a family. I want a wife, not a baby mama. However, I do believe in, when I say that, they be like, whoa. And I let them know. And everybody say the same thing. Well, when you feel like that's da-da-da, like you don't trust her, how many people, not you, do you know that at some point in time cheated on a person that they're currently in a relationship with, and that person have no idea? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And they have no fucking idea. That's the reason why this is important. Because people are entitled to a mistake. People have mistakes. Life happens. However, it's not fair to force somebody to take care of the mistake that you had. Let that nigga take care of that child. It's so like the man in China found out all 3 children was not his.
Kanye made a whole song on it.
And it's just like this shit is so rampant that there's a whole show on it. Somebody Google how long paternity court has been on. I'm quite sure it has multiple seasons. Please Google that, Vanilla. And it's just like that's all we're stating. We're not stating anything that all women are this. No. There are great women out there. However, you have to understand why a mandatory paternity test it will knock a lot of stuff, just like a prenup. Having a prenup. Oh, if you care about me, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I had this conversation earlier this day, and it was like, I don't believe that a man will love me and still ask me to sign a paternity, take a paternity test or sign a prenup. And I asked this question. I'm going to take another one.
Hey,
Have you
put your
ever?
tally up too.
I'm about to. That's why I hold my finger up because I'm about to take another one. How have you ever been in love with someone and fell out of love with them? And if your answer is yes, that's why. That's why a prenup, because when you fall out of love and want to leave, I want to make sure you're not leaving and taking everything that I build. Now, and then also I want to make sure if I'm paying child support for something that, they mine. I just,
So,
I got three.
paternity court has been around since September 23, 2013. It has 7 seasons out since February 22nd, 2021.
So at least
So, we
7
probably
seasons.
got more than that.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it kept going. So it's enough of this for 7 seasons. Maury did that bitch for forever.
Uh-huh.
Ricky Lake, any talk show you had done had paternity tests.
Right.
And how many times I'm 1,000% sure. And then do that sprint to the back. And what they say, I know who the father, I know who it is, I know it. No, if you knew, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, my take on it, I wouldn't have it be mandatory, but
I need some water.
definitely a choice. It's definitely an option that is
If you give a
presented.
choice, then women gonna always do what they're doing right here.
Oh no. It's not for the women to choose though. It's for the man who is going to sign this birth certificate to choose if he wants to get this test or
and
not.
then women gonna be like, "Oh, so you don't trust me? You don't trust me?"
Now, when I first started hanging around you, LB, we had this talk. Like you brought this up, and of course, like normal women, I reacted. I was like, okay, wouldn't somebody be offended? But then I also listened to you, and I'm like, okay, if I was a man, in the sense of protecting myself, even though I can be 1,000% sure you ain't stepping on me, but I want to protect myself. So even then, just to ease myself and have some reassurance on my back, yeah, I want a paternity test. Because there's a lot that can happen.
I put
There's
it
a
with my
lot of things that
trust.
can get.
It's a part of my trust. Like you have to, for a child to be entered into to receive a trust as my legacy. A paternity test is mandatory. So that's part of entering into the trust. So if you don't decide not to do a paternity, you don't have access to the trust. Well, if you don't have access to the trust, that limits that doesn't limit what the child gets in life. Like right now, that limits what it gets after I'm gone. Like it's protection. It's protection of the trust. The work that I do, the sacrifices I do, is not to just give. And it's some people that see an easy fucking come up, and it's sad, but that's what's happened. That's the world we in now. We can't think
Right.
if you are a quality person, and that's not, you would never do that to the person you say you love. Damn. Then this not have nothing to do with you. But just imagine you get asked that question. You already know you didn't do nothing. All right, cool. Mouth swap, boom. We good. All right.
Yeah,
moving.
like especially if I know, like
You guys like they asking
I
to
know
get
you're
your
the
tubes
father.
tied.
All right, cool. Go do what you got to do. If you need this, the way I seen it to help me be better coping with it and understanding of it, I had to see it in a way of just like a woman needs a lot of reinsurance with certain things in her life, like to know that you feel for her deeply.
Ah.
I was gonna take the risk to say it, but I was like, no, I want to keep my zero. But feel for her deeply. A man deserves that reassurance himself. So if he feels like he needs this test done to be secure and reassurance in himself and other things in his life, then by all means, do it. Because best believe if I'm having somebody kid, I'm gonna come out and tell you straight up if I believe it's yours or not, or if I've been fucking around or not. Even if like we've been committed or not. Like honestly, if I did some dirt, if I'm bringing a child into this world, I'm gonna let you know where I did some dirt wrong or not. Like, come on, I'm not gonna bring this child into a messed up situation that I caused. We're gonna dead this situation now and get this settled before this before it get too late. But majority of the time, I do believe that if I were to end up pregnant, it's gonna be with somebody that I know who my child father is. It's someone I'm with long term. We stuck in this like glue.
And
And
that's all I'm saying.
even
You
then,
having sex with that many people at one point in time that you don't understand who can be the father of your child.
but even then, like if I know for sure you the father of my child, but you feel like a paternity test still needs to be done, then do it. Because I know what the results are going to come back as. And if you just need that returns from a test, then by all means, go, get it done. But I don't think it should be mandatory. I do think that it should be a choice given to the father or the man who's going to sign this birth certificate and before they sign it. And, once they get the results, they can still decide, okay, I'm attached to this child or I still want to be there for this child. I'm going to sign it. Or, it's my child. I'm going to sign it.
All right.
Now, if it's your child and you decide not to sign it, we're gonna have to fight.
Oh no, see that's not the case. I honestly thought I'm gonna go to the comments first, and then we'll go through this. Cause I see these comments here. I had an actual logic of how it should work on that, but anyways, shout out Tyler. He been tuning in the last couple of weeks. I appreciate the support, bro. We appreciate the support. He states, "Hell yeah, can't trust some of these women out here. Sadly, but true. I don't call some of these women women, just like I don't call some of these men men. I think we give too many people credit." And we have Dylan. I don't have. I'm sorry. It don't have to be mandatory, but you should have the choice for it, and they should be forced to if you want to do it. So, and I think that's what Vanilla was stating. If and I think Mayhem said the same thing. If a man says, "Hey, I want the test," now they have to have the test, but it's not mandatory to have. Okay, cool. Sentley says, I think it should be optional, but if my man/husband is asking for one, he can pay for it, and we'll have to reevaluate the relationship since he doesn't fully. See, if that's the problem, it automatically comes to, you don't trust me. You get life insurance, right? You get auto insurance. Not because you're going to go out here and hit somebody, but just in case some shit happens.
Right.
That's all it is. Now, yes, you're right. He should pay for that motherfucker. If you want it, hey.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
bruh. You're paying for it. Give me the MX. However, why are you like if he springs it on, I say this once again, if he springs it on you after y'all been dating for a period of time, I can understand your frustration. Like, wait, you have never put a concern or anything like that. Now, if he tells you from the beginning and you decide to still go into the relationship, you cannot be fucking mad. See, a lot of people agree to shit in the beginning of a relationship, and then when it happens, and like, wait, no, be like, yeah, so me personally, I'm just trying to vibe right now, and I'm not trying to look for nothing serious. But oh yeah, I'm in the same thing. And then when it get down to pat, so what are we? Human. We are God's children. Like, what you mean? Like, so it's like, so I just don't take it directly offensive. If they say pop quiz and you studied, are you worried about that test? No. All right. Next we have that nigga chuckling. Those statistics can be based on random hookups. People not in a relationship, etc. Not necessarily happy couples in a long-term relationship. Sure, but these are the people that only agreed to allow their information to be placed out based off the site. These are only people that legally agreed for us to share their information. But they couldn't release names and all that, of course. However, and so I understand that stats are based off that. That's why I gave the number of stats. I didn't want to say, 3 out of 10, because that could be 100 people they chose. But out of 300,000 people, 100,000, come on now. We cannot try to justify 100,000 people being incorrect. 100,000, not 100, not 1,000, 100,000. That has to have some kind of concern. But I do agree with what you're saying. That can mean hookups, one night stands, all that stuff. I understand that. But this is just the stats that we were able to come with. Sad to say that, and I had this conversation earlier. They was like, well, someone should, if somebody admit that they knowingly did that, they should be arrested. I said, nobody's going to knowingly. If the only way I can be charged is me saying I knew, they're going to say, I didn't know, I thought. I saw this shit the other day when this girl found out she was pregnant and was crying and then realized, well, shit, let me just find me a sugar daddy. So she found the dude at the bar and had sex with him without a condom that night because she just found out she was pregnant that day. So she had sex without a condom that night as a one-night stand and then hit him with the, hey, I'm pregnant. So he's like, yeah, we did have sex. Damn, we did. And was stuck.
I did nothing, nigga.
Yeah, you be like, fuck. And I had to think back to something that happened to me years ago. And I was like, damn, I think she tried to set me up. Like, I was like, fuck. Like, I had to think, like, fuck. I think she tried to set me up. So I had to go back and look at the IGs and shit to make sure she didn't have no kids. I'm like, fuck. But nah, she ain't got no kids. All right. I was like, oh, I got a little LB running around here, but nah.
That boy straight shooter. Okay.
Hey.
Man, get this used car salesman off the screen.
Dylan says,
come down to Toyota of Orlando. I got you with a great price.
This is a LinkedIn picture. Dylan says, I think women should only be offended if accusations start to follow up with it. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any problem with it. It gives people more peace of mind, and that should be the goal. Thank you. Now, if he said, I think you cheated, yeah. I want to, yeah. But if it's just, hey, we're gonna get this test. Da-da-da. And then I know somebody's going to say, well, it's just the point that you asked for the test that you think that the moment I signed this birth certificate. See, the thing about it is you held this child. So there's no question if this is your child. You had this motherfucker. It came out of you.
That's the problem. They don't really understand that because they had the child in them.
There's people that have twins that two people are the fathers.
Yep.
There are people that had twins that two people are the father. A lot of women take offense to this as if this shit does not happen every fucking day. All right. Let's see here. Dylan also said, damn, he got a few on this bit. Hold on, let me get through these comments. My bad, I didn't see how many. I didn't scroll down. All right. And think about all the psychological.
So sorry.
And think about all the psychological and familial problems that could arise if someone else were to find you and intrude on y'all relationship because he actually might be the father, which has happened when a man has knocked on another man's door and say, hey, I think I may be the father of that child. Then the deceit and betrayal will definitely break y'all completely, and the happy home that you tried building will crumble. And it does, it's sad, but this shit happens. And and you cannot. There's a difference between emotional decision and logical decision. Emotionally, it's why would you choose? Why would you say I? Why would you do that to me? Why would you da? But logical is, can I at least have the peace of mind? Because
just give me that.
Simple, just the peace of fucking mind. Can I have the peace of mind? Because you can love me. You could have been mad at me and made a mistake.
Drink.
I don't care. I'm finna take the drink. You could have been mad at me and made a mistake that one night and just said, oh, I would never do that again. I was so wrong. Oh my God, I really do care about him. I really want to be. Oh my God, and then find out you pregnant. How many women gonna give up their life that the good life they have for that mistake they had on that girl's trip? That mistake they had that night when they was frustrated or upset. That mistake when their man was out of town.
When that condom broke. I ain't even saying that your girl gonna have a nigga nutting her on purpose.
Yeah, she maybe put the condom on saying we're gonna be safe.
We.
You know, that's the only thing, and it's so frustrating when they automatically say, "Oh, you don't trust." How many motherfuckers? You know what? We're finna do something real fucking quick.
I guess I'm a different breed because I'll be okay with a paternity test. Why you always coming for me? You just can't fathom the fact that like I think different.
You do not think different. You think very normal.
I don't think like the average.
Wow. So I do want us to be together. Oh, are you serious? I want us to be together. He hurt me too much.
Oh wow, I've seen this.
I'm sorry, I hurt both of you guys, but I want to continue my life. Oh, you like my brother, man?
With his best friend.
Yep.
All right, let's keep going. No. Let's keep going.
Oh, this one.
Police, any of that. Can I say something?
Yeah. My mom witnessed him picking up a glass and trying to cut me with it, and she also.
All right, let's move on to the petition. No, that's enough, ma'am. You've told me what he did, and I'm telling you, go get the results. She's trying to run.
Yeah.
You're trying to get away from these results. Good no. Don't you run. Don't you go nowhere. Well, she started packing her stuff up. She started packing her stuff up. She said, we're going to see. I hope you're not running game on me. Let's see. I'm going to let you read it. It says the probability of paternity. And, sir, I hope you're ready for what she's about to read. Read the part in the yellow. You read what it says, ma'am. What does it say?
It says 0.
0 probability that the child is his. It is not his child. I will grant you $5,000 for emotional distress. I do believe.
All right. No. Let's just you know, I'm just gonna go through a couple on here. Now, I didn't plan on going through these, so I would have put them in a folder. I would have had them ready to go on but because I see these chats, because I see the comments in here, I just felt like let me just go through. Let's just quick. This Instagram. It's just Instagram. Boom.
It's the fact that I have friends actually going through this shit.
Thank you.
And I had to talk to them, and I'm like, look, you got to really think about this from the man's point of view. And she's like, no, fuck that. Like, I wasn't messing with nobody. Now, I got one friend who was.
The man's side. Do we really believe that?
Get out of here.
It's this one that really got me, and I hate this. I maybe didn't save it. But the man was like, "I love this. That's my daughter. That's the da and all that." And when it came out that it wasn't I didn't save it, and it wasn't his child. She said, "Woo!" It's like, wait, what? You cheering? And the judge actually went in on her, and that was on paternity court. I was trying to get it, but it's just like. Women love to act like this shit don't happen every fucking day. And it's like, how can you do this to me? I'm sorry. I need that peace of mind. But anyways, let's see here. Cindy said the truth will come out when the baby looks like. How many times have you seen Maury? Cindy, you the OG. You know I got nothing but respect for you. How many times have you watched Maury? And they be up there like, you see that nose? You see that forehead? That's him.
She didn't watch Maury.
Oh, she didn't watch no Maury. Well, for the rest of the society, how many times have you seen that shit and then it turns out it's not the best? Like,
you have to be in that rundown ghetto doctor's office to really be catching on Maury.
if you have a pet, anybody that have a dog understands that your dog will start to look like you after time. Like,
Yeah,
you
you and
look like
Chaz
your
are
pet.
twins.
Look at anybody with a fucking dog and look and be like, damn, they look like their fucking dog. Me and Taz, we're fucking twins.
Fucking twins.
All right, so
Like-
Tyler says the truth will also come out when that baby don't look nothing like me. They're going in. I love the society on the comments right now. They're going there. It's all a lot of respect. It's all a lot of respect. No hate here. I'm making sure no hate here. Everybody's respecting each other. That's great. That's great. Tyler says, in the end, true love will conquer all, I guess. Laugh out loud.
Go ahead and add a number to that tally.
Fuck.
Yeah, go ahead.
I read that bit so
Go ahead,
bad.
Playboy.
I was waiting on it. My dog, Tyler.
How the
Appreciate
fuck
you.
has Vanilla not said this shit all night? What the
I gotta
fuck?
pour this up, but she don't realize. Let me pour up
She became pussy over the last couple of weeks. You haven't noticed.
She be hanging out with Ash Tay.
She went from like I just said this a drink to now she like let me not say anything.
Now,
I like the number 0.
at least give me the option to choose if I want to stay after that bullshit.
Fair enough.
At least give me the option to
Right.
say, you know what? I love you. And we all make our mistakes. At least let me have that option. Just like how women say, give me the option. Don't lie to me and sell me dreams.
Hey, drink again.
Give me the option. Fuck.
Drink again.
God damn. All right.
Man, you say this. Why you sound your romantic ass post like this? You said the second word. Hey, I'm like, nigga, why would you say this?
All right. So, Dylan says, let me read this shit real quick before I say this. I've been taking some shots and he made sure.
You're good.
All right. I ain't even gonna
Coast
lie,
is clear.
but I saw a dude get paid $300 to keep his mouth shut and not reveal that his girl was cheating on cheating with him. I don't know what the fuck he was saying. To give another man $300 on Valentine's Day is wild to me. Like, I'm sorry, there are some ain't shit individuals out here.
Hey, Dylan, the one who paid that nigga.
Nah, this is the nigga that got paid. All right, I won't tell that. Because I won't lie. It'd be so crazy because when you know that a young lady got a boyfriend, and you see, you know the other nigga you be like, wait, that's your nigga? True fucking story. Girl says, hey, she was just on IG talking about she was visiting her boyfriend. She came to the A and was like, hey, LB, what you up to? Oh, no, I'm busy. I'm handling some shit. She say, oh, I want to slide through and see if we can.
Fuck.
So I'm like. So I even hit her with the, don't you got a man? Like, well, he don't know we don't hurt him.
Ooh.
See, I'm not trying to add that karma to my life. I did my fuck shit when I was younger. I don't need no more bad karma. So, you can call me what you want to call me, but you won't call me a fuck boy. All right, let's see here. It was a joke. All right. There's babies that look nothing like their biological parents, which is true. Some babies come out looking like aliens. If you ever seen a brand new baby, the motherfuckers come looking like aliens. Like, you be like, is that motherfucker human? Head be all coney and shit. That's how you know the mama got that good when that thing so tight the head come out pointy. Nobody? Okay, cool. All right. Stop yelling at my niece.
No, because she over here doing dumb shit. So
you talking
no.
about the thing?
No.
Send that show
Only
link,
person
LB.
can-
Oh, I got it. I'm finna send it right now. My dog said he trying to call in. You trying to call in, Black Tie? There we go. Call in line is open. While she sipping, she ready. She like, dog, y'all finna bring. She already had to fight with two of us. Gonna be a third dude for her to fight with.
I'm gonna bring
She
a
like, God damn.
nigga.
But next week we got a
When we gonna get
guest.
some female?
We got a female guest next week. The females can call in. The link has been up. I put call in line now open like 30
I
minutes
understand.
ago.
They don't fuck with it. They don't fuck with me.
They rather
It's all right.
y'all
Ashley, don't fuck with me.
y'all be
Paul,
thumb
I know y'all
thugging.
didn't get your hair done. You don't
y'all
fuck
be
with me.
thumb thugging. Females being that bitch like, I know he did not just say that.
It's the fact that Ashtay is doing hair right now. She has the time to type in these comments. Like, ma'am.
I just post the call in link on the chat if you
I
want
think
to
he
call
meant, I
in.
thought he meant the show link for the Maury show link. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh,
I
send
don't
the
know.
show
I
link
don't
for.
know.
If you
Listen,
talk,
there's a
if
lot
you
of-
talking about the show, then you got the link. You done tuned in.
No, he probably talking about one of the links that you had showed us. I don't know. There's a lot of links going around.
Oh.
It's a lot of links.
Yeah,
You
he
gotta
talking about Maury.
specify black tie. Black tie,
Yeah,
you need
what
to
link you
specify
want,
which
bro?
link you need.
I can DM to you.
'Cause-
Yeah, he
the
talking
ones I
about
just
Maury.
pulled.
He talking about the baby mama with Maury.
Oh,
That shit was
okay.
posted a while ago. Yeah.
But yeah. So next week we do have a guest host that's gonna be on. My new contract starts, so some weeks I will be on or not on. I may come on late. So we'll be having guest hosts joining the rest of the Vibe Society each week that I'm not able to get on for the full show. So,
Yes, there's
all right. I don't think we have any other topics.
Let's close it out.
Let's go ahead and close this thing going out then. All right. So this shit was written down. We're done. Trigger word is done. All right. So this was written down before. Right? So
What does it say?
you got to flip a coin. Heads means the person with the most has to take one shot. The person with the least has to take two shots. I mean, the middle takes two shots, and the person with the least have to take three shots.
Oh, purr. You get me ready for the night, purr. Love it.
Tails, it goes between the lowest and highest
Right.
for a chug. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it. I'm going to flip the coin.
Do we chug what's left in our cup?
Let me see what's in your cup, because your ass been out of damn cozy.
It's one of those deep cups, and it's like
open your lid. All right, now
my lid is
lift that bitch
off.
up.
I don't know.
I can't even see
I
it.
done
That's
shit.
you know tip
Exactly,
that bitch all
like-
the way here, and I can't see nothing. And that means that bitch
I got
empty.
you. I got you. I'm gonna pour it into this. I got you.
Yeah, I need to see what's in there. All right, so let me go here. Google flip coin.
Wee. This
All
how
right.
much is in my cup?
So I just flipped the coin. Y'all see, it landed on heads.
Oh, I only take 3 shots.
So I gotta
I
take
was
one
looking forward
shot.
to checking.
Mayhem gotta take 2 shots, and I gotta take and Vanilla gotta take 3 shots.
I wanted tails though.
You wanted tails?
Wait, what was tails again?
You have to chug.
I'm gonna just do that anyway.
I got a little bit. That's why I want to chug.
Then just chug it.
You chug it out. And I'm drinking Remy. Oh, my shots. Woo! But I'm glad nobody daughter here, boy. I would have to definitely take a paternity test in a couple months. I should ask this question to my homeboy. Today I got some great news. One of my my good friends is expecting. I'm not gonna put their name out there because I don't know if they're trying to share with the world, but they just found out that they are expecting, and I'm happy for them. But I should have asked him, like, hey, bro, would you think she'd be mad if you had a paternity test? All right, so to the society members, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all chimed in, y'all conversated. That was great. We have some information coming up. We're going to have our sponsors on within the next couple of weeks to talk about the live show that Vibe Society will be doing for their live event in Orlando, Florida. Yes. So Vibe Society, we back on the live tip in Orlando. All right. Now, we still trying to finalize this glamping trip thing. We're going to start a Discord. We have a group chat for Vibe Society, but we don't want to put everybody in the group chat because we don't want people's personal phone numbers being accessed by random people that are not, just for people's safety and privacy. So we're working on the Discord. Once the Discord gets started, we will send that information out so people can join the Discord. Discord will allow you to join into the conversations before the show starts, as well as exclusive information. And you can also help out with topics and shit like that. It's just keep the conversation going. Definitely shout out to our network. Once again, C Media for getting us right. And shout out to our sponsors, Mixmasters LLC, for getting us right. All right. I just want to give a special shout out to everybody that jumped in the comments today. We got Black Tie Productions. We got Ashtay. We got Sentley. We got Dylan, Tyler. And I think that was everybody, because Dylan was in all day. Yeah, that's everybody. Want to thank y'all for jumping in on the conversation. Everybody that viewed and didn't say anything, feel free to speak next time. Until next time, I go by the name LB Easy, aka Passport Poppy Hill, my bro Mayhem, the beautiful Vanilla, and this was Vibe Society.